Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be reviewing the Hard Candy Glamoflauge Full Coverage Foundation. I don't know what's been going on at the drugstore, but they've been killing it with their foundations. Two of my favorite foundations at the drugstore are the L'Oreal 24 Fresh Wear Foundation and the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation. And now, currently, this one right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I love this foundation. If you have combination skin or if you're very oily, this is the foundation for you. If you love a full coverage foundation and a long wearing foundation, then this is for you as well. When I first wore this, I wore this for 15 hours. It does say that this is a 16-hour wear and it's oil-free, and it lives up to that term. Like, I was so blown away by the 15-hour mark that I was like, this is not right. Like, this cannot be looking like this right now. It just looked so good. My blush was still on, my highlighter was still on, I had no creasing in my fine lines or fine lines up here in my forehead. It looked that good. This is $6 US. I believe, I think I paid around, I think it was under $9 Canadian, but I'm not sure. I'll leave it for you guys right here. I just cannot get over how good this foundation is, and I really wanted to share it with you guys. I zoomed you guys in a little bit closer, but I am on the Hard Candy website and I just want to read a little bit about it. This says it's oil-free, long-wearing, super smooth liquid makeup that lasts up to 16 hours. Glides on effortlessly, leaving skin looking naturally flawless without caking, creasing, or fading. Yes. The lightweight formula offers full coverage. Yes. Yet feels weightless and comfortable with added vitamin E. That's all true, you guys. On their website, they do have 18 shades. I believe in store there was 8 or 9. I believe, something like that. But anyways, I do have the shade. Where is the color on here? Beige. Yeah, 1505 beige is the color right now. I might have to go a shade darker. This was the second or third shade darkest. So they don't have like the greatest color selection at the drugstore, but I do see that there is some darker shades online if you guys were curious about that. Maybe in some stores they might carry more shades, but my Walmart has a very small selection of Hard Candy products. I just put my cat ears on to pull my hair back. I actually stole this idea from my friend Alex because she's always wearing these when she's doing tutorials on her channel, and I thought it was really cute. But anyways, I already went ahead and primed my skin. I will say if you have dry skin, you want to make sure you moisturize really well and use a really good primer underneath, and you might be able to get away with wearing this foundation just because it's such a long wear foundation in full coverage. You just want to make sure your skin is prepped really nicely. I went ahead and used the Pixie Rose Flash Balm. I use this all over my face, which I love. You guys know that. And for my pores, I use the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. This is holy grail for me. You want to use just very little around your pores, forehead, nose, and on your chin if you have some. Very lightly because it can get a little heavy on the skin if you use too much. This foundation does not come with a pump, but it does come with a wand, and I'm not sure how some people feel about that. For me, it actually doesn't bother me. I find it very easy to use and mess-free because I just put it on all over and blend it out with a beauty blender. I always use a beauty blender for my foundation. It's just what I prefer, and I feel like it just doesn't look as heavy and cakey on the skin. It just shears it out a little bit more, which I like personally, but some people really like that full coverage look, and you can go ahead and use a brush for that. I have been doing something a little bit different. If you watched Tati's video with Scott Barnes, you would have seen him doing the reverse where he puts on the concealer first and the foundation, but he actually did the concealer and then he put on a contour and then the foundation. I don't really like using cream contour, so I'm not going to do it the exact same way, but I have been liking it with the concealer first and then the foundation. I'll just, I don't know, it just kind of works, and it's something that I used to do before I started my YouTube channel. I always put on my concealer and then my foundation, and then when I started watching tutorials on YouTube, everybody was doing it backwards, and I was like, oh, then I'm doing it wrong. And then I saw him doing it, and I was like, I'm going to try that again and just go back to it. So that's what we are doing today. I'm going in with the Derma Blend Smooth Liquid Camo Concealer. I really like this, but in the summertime, it might be a little bit too oily for me because it's not completely matte. it does have a little bit of a glow underneath the eye. So if you have like drier under eyes, I think this is a really great concealer to try. But I'm just going to go ahead and highlight underneath the eyes here. I wouldn't say this is a full coverage concealer. I would say it's about a light to medium coverage. And then I'll just go down the nose, forehead, and chin. And I don't use a lot of concealer. And then I'm going to go in with my Beauty Blender and just blend that out. And now I'm going to go ahead and just put, I'm going to do about, normally I do about 3 strokes on each side. And then I go down the chin and around the forehead. And that is pretty much all that I put on. I do feel like it does blend out really nicely. It's not something that dries right away, so you don't have to work too fast with it. But you can see, like, look at how much that covered. It's just, it looks really, really good. It covered up pretty much all my redness. Now, I have not built this foundation up because I normally don't. But I feel like with this you don't have to, but you can go ahead and just kind of spot conceal after if you want. So that is just one layer and I think it looks really good. Then we're going to go ahead and just blend out the other side. And I don't like to put too much around the forehead, especially in the summertime. I just don't feel like I need to. The less I have around the forehead, the better, and it helps the oil around my hairline too, because I just don't like washing my hair all the time. I'm going to zoom you guys in just a little bit closer so that you can see this is just one layer. To set my concealer, I'm going to use the Veil Translucent Setting Powder by Hourglass. I love this powder. It just goes on so sheer and it doesn't look dry underneath the eyes. It is such a beautiful powder. And then I'm going to use this e.l.f. blush brush to set my under eyes. And I like to just, I don't necessarily bake, but I do like to put on a lot underneath. So I'll just kind of do that. Go around my forehead, nose, chin. To set my foundation, I'm going to go ahead and use the Sisley powder. I have the shade 2 Matte. Bring you guys in a little bit closer so you can see what it looks like already set. So there you go. I just added a little bit more coverage, but you can see it hasn't settled into my pores or in my fine lines or in my forehead at all. I think it just looks amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. This is what it looks like with the rest of my makeup on. Now I have to say, when I look for a foundation, I normally don't go for a full coverage foundation because I don't like the way it looks on my skin, the way it sits on my skin. Sometimes it looks super cakey. It sits into my fine lines and my pores, and I feel like this foundation does not do that, and it's really lightweight. Like, I don't feel like I'm wearing foundation. So I just love this foundation so much. If you're wondering what I'm wearing on my face, I just went in with my Maybelline City Bronzer in the shade number 200, and I took that in my crease. And for my lid, I use the Essence Chrome eyeshadow in Ironic, which is this like beautiful beige color. Look at that. I can't even believe that these are $5. But anyways, that's what I have all over my lid. And then of course I use the City Bronzer on my face. For my blush, I went in with this Nude by Nature blush in the shade Desert Rose. I've been reaching for this every single day, and I have pulled out so many blushes for this month, but I've just been reaching for this one. I just really love it. And for my highlight, I use the Essence Glow to Glow highlighter. This one's okay. I mean, it's a very subtle highlighter. As you can see, it's not really intense. I didn't wet it, I just used this dry, but I am wearing both these shades right here. But sometimes I really don't want a really blingy highlight. Sometimes I just want something that's really, really soft. And for my lips, I lined my lips with the Laura Mercier Chestnut Lip Liner and the L'Oreal Color Reach Shine in the shade Topless, which I love it. They did come out with some nude shades. I believe they are limited edition, which is kind of too bad because they're actually really nice colors. But this is the shade Topless, and look at that, so pretty. So that's what I have on today. Today I'm not really doing a lot. I'm actually just hanging out around the house. I might do some running around today. If I do, I will take you guys along with me. But currently it is 10:13 at the moment, and I will check in a little bit later. OMG, you guys. I am so mad at myself right now. I've been editing my Shop My Stash for the month of April for a half an hour now, and I realized I just erased half of it. Oh, I was so excited to get this video up for you guys because so many people have been asking me to do Shop My Stash here on my channel. So I'm like, great, I'm gonna do it. And I'm just so upset because I erased half of it. And not only that, I filmed it twice. Twice I filmed it. Oh, let me just show you guys really quick. I just wasted a half an hour trying to get this video together. And then I went to switch discs because I knew I had more on my other one, and it's not here because I erased it to film some of these videos that I have on here. I'm really, really, really mad at myself for doing that. Now I don't have Shop My Stash for the month of April, and I really do apologize. I had some really good stuff picked out, but hey, that's just the way it goes. Well, I guess we're not gonna have a video up for this week. I'm going to apologize right now. This is the only video that's probably going to go up this week because I don't have time to film anything else. I have a super busy work schedule, and then my kids start soccer this week, so I won't have time to film any extra videos, and that just makes me so mad. So there won't be Shop My Stash for April. I guess I'm just going to have to do it for May, and that's all I can do, guys. It happens. But I think what I'm going to do now is just leave my house, because I'm just bored here now. I don't have anything else to do. I've already prepped my meals for the week. My house is clean. My laundry is done. So let's go shopping. Okay, it's only 11:50. I've only been wearing this for over an hour, but I just wanted you guys to see what it looks like in natural lighting. And I just think it looks really good. You can't even tell this is a full coverage foundation. Like, it just looks, it still looks like my skin. I can't get over it. And I'm telling you guys, if I were to keep this on for 15 hours, it's still gonna look like this. It's that good. But anyways, I'm going to leave my house. I'm gonna do some running around. I'll take you guys along with me. So we are here for our last check-in. It is 8:19 as we speak. So I think I've been wearing this foundation for about 10 hours, I would say. And I'm ready to obviously take it off. And don't mind my cut underneath my eye. My son actually threw a water bottle at my face, and he did not mean to do it. He did say he was sorry, and I actually feel really bad for him because he felt really bad and he knew that there was something wrong happened. But yeah, it's just a little tiny cut, so I did end up putting a ice pack underneath my eye. But this is what my foundation looks like after 10 hours, and I also worked out for about 20 minutes. Not a hard workout, I would say a light workout. I was on the treadmill, and then I did a few weights, and that was about it. But you can see, like, look at how good it looks. It's amazing after 10 hours. So I do have combination skin. This is great for people with oily skin, and this is going to hold up so well in the summertime. I look forward to using it a lot in the summer. I think this is just going to be my go-to foundation. It's oil-free, 6-hour wear. I feel like it holds up to its claims. It has not, like, It hasn't settled into my fine lines at all. As you can see, my pores look really good besides this thing right here. But around my forehead, it hasn't. Normally I will have like some creasing right here and a lot of creasing in my smile line. I do maybe a tad bit right here, but honestly, that happens with every single foundation. So this is it, guys. This is what it looks like after 10 hours, and I also worked out today. So I think that this held up really, really nice. I'm gonna get ready for bed, so I'm going to say goodbye to you all. I hope you guys all have a really good night. I hope this video was helpful. Any questions, just leave them in the comments down below. If you are new to my channel, I hope that you guys subscribe. I would love to have you here, and I will see you guys in my next video.